Another thing I wanted to say, this is in addition to that negative reinforcement video that I made. Have you ever asked yourself on why there's certain things that you've done and it's positive, and you go and then you level off? And I'm talking about being motivated by that negative reinforcement that I mentioned in that video. And I'll briefly cap that off by saying, or I should say, reiterate what I was stating in that video. You being fueled by people telling that you can't do, and basically them being negative, and then you take off and you find it as a motivation to do your goals. But then you find that you level off. And one of the things that I discussed in that video, I stated that from my life examples, I've seen that those same ones that was discouraging, and I use them to positively motivate me going forward off those negative experiences, I kept them right there. So as I was sailing on up at the top, they were right there with me, hindering me, doing just like what they done at the bottom. And then you find that you level off. That's the point of me asking, have you ever found that you leveled off in some of the things that you may be doing? I'm not trying to point the blame, but what I'm stating is just like what the very basis of what this channel was built on. When I've talked about taking things to yourself, finding healthy ways to do things with yourself. That doesn't involve, or doesn't mean that you're bringing this wealth of people with you. Making your goals community goals. Hey, you can do it if you want, but I'm telling you, you're bound to have some haters in the mix. You're bound to have some people that's outright wanting to sabotage you. Why? I don't know. I already talked about that in another video. I don't really put a lot of thought into why people do the things that they do. But you just can't have it all up around you. Like I said, I just wanted to touch back on that with that negative reinforcement, and I found that me trying to prove the situation wrong and just, I'm going to let them remain right here up off of my circle, but I'm going to show them. Then you find yourself leveling off because they're right there talking in your ear, helping to give you bad self-talk. So in the long run, it's negative reinforcement. It doesn't end off with positive reinforcement where you keep selling on up to the top. Then you'll end up with this talk of, I can't do this, I'm going to go ahead and stop. And then you wonder why. Negative reinforcement 2. Follow up to the other video. Watch the other video. All right. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayn. You have a good one.